Lost our minds yet today. It's just about 7 o'clock at night. It's still the 29th of April 2026. People are still having a conniption fit over the old gas bag, and the regime still trying to pull fast ones, and having the support of the regime still belly aching at the rest of the people for not playing games, or actually playing games with them and not kowtowing to what it wanted in the first place, which was ego and control and everything else going on. Yeah, I got her. I get. She's doing okay. All right, so we are doing the Diary of the Griever named John Weaver, which is me, on April 29th, 2026 at 6:58 at night. How's that for an introduction? I know, I haven't been keeping up lately with the damn politics. Have been making me throw up, or just about the wretch anyway. And I've been beating myself up over a damn purchase I made a while ago. To you, it's nothing, but for me, I don't know. I'm so caught up on this 250th anniversary overload, this avalanche of crap being sent down to me. I just wanted something simple, like a teddy bear. And I don't know if I'm going to get the damn thing in about 2 or 3 weeks. And if I do, I'll be lucky enough. But if I'm not, I just wasted $45 on a piece of crap. And we got an anniversary coming up concerning about the United States of America. Going to be celebrating its 250th year. And what do we got? We got a gas bag who wants to take every advantage he can, grift money out of everybody, put it into his pocket, and giving us cheap tchotchkes and eyesores that will last for how long? Also trying to make love to a flag. The guy we voted in November 2024, the fool and idiot, the orange gas bag, the guy who's got more medical issues than anybody else has, even worse than me. But nobody ever pins him on it, though. Never pins him on it that he's insane. And he's acting on it like crazy. And I can't get it. I don't understand him. He's a con man grifter, and he's going for ultimates. He's got his family members grifting from everybody these days. He's worse than watching The Music Man when it was on stage playing the musical. At least you could see it and know it was false. But sing the song and dance in real time? Oh my God. They're not singing tunes, but they are laughing their asses off as they pick our pockets left and right. Because we need to have the war continue. We need to have a big ballroom. We need to have a big fucking arch. We need to have the reflective pole painted blue, so we can get it red, white, and blue for the 250th anniversary. We need to have a UFC cage match or stadium built on the Eclipse out in front of the White House. We need to have things renamed. We need to have passports changed. We need to have currency changed. We need to have everything changed to the name of Trump. We have warmongers who are certifiable to be put into lockup because they want war. And maybe some of them are actually profiteering. But for the people who fight for these idiots, they're not getting the recognition that they need. But they get pushed around and shoved around, and so is the veterans from foreign wars and older times. They're getting pushed around. They're not getting respected. No, they get budget cut because of a big, beautiful bill chopping up and munching on everything. When you get a rich tech billionaire who just wants more money out of the public pocket just to feed his own ego. Pilfering, pillaging, and plundering everything, including out of VA programs. And other people in the states are changing rules and regulations, and they're changing the laws by breaking laws to redistrict themselves to keep power for one party forever. How the hell am I supposed to be able to think and feel about this shit? I got people online in different chat rooms terrified and freaking out left and right because they don't like what the hell's going on. And some of them actually do rely on public assistance. They also rely on the kindness of strangers. And they're also struggling trying to find work, find homes, find sanity. They're fighting with life. They're fighting with bureaucracies. They're fighting with insanities happening out there. And we're trying to support churches, but the thing is, the church has to be part of a government system. When the country was created 250 some odd years ago, we had said we do not want religious interference with the role of government. We had separation of church and state. It was mentioned. It was put into an amendment. The Bill of Rights, the first bill, was freedom of speech and having religion out of the federal government's hair. And the government being out of their hair. But what do we have established? An office of faith? And spewing off crap that Christ wouldn't even approve of. But they called themselves Christian or Christian nationalists because this is what Christ would have wanted. But they don't even bother to go with the New Testament. They keep quoting the Old Testament, thinking that's it. Christ was born a Jew by Joseph and Mary. Two wanderers selected by God, heading into Bethlehem to register for the Roman Empire to have the census being recorded. They weren't warriors. Joseph was a carpenter. I don't know what Mary was. And in the simplest, humblest situation they could ever find themselves is in a manger, having a kid born. If I compared this time to that time, it's like having a kid born in the slums and growing up to be a special person that has to go through a hell of a lot of crap just to save the damn world and future times. And this we're dealing with. So how the hell are we not supposed to deal with it? We're supposed to look at the guy who's waving the hands and say, pay attention to the hands, but not to the guy waving the hands. Because he's the one pilfering and pillaging you. I keep seeing all these hands waving at me left and right, saying that I have to support them because it's patriotic. Support this mechanism, support that mechanism, support this item I want you to buy because it's patriotic. If you can't afford it, don't get this shit. I kid you not. Limited items for an anniversary that's coming up, and I don't even know how to celebrate this shit. How am I supposed to celebrate America when I don't even know what the hell America is right now? If I celebrated America back then, that's one thing. But right now, it is convoluted, complex as hell, and we're racist, we're racial, we are hateful, we are egotistical, we are control freaks, we are control mongerers. We are telling you we want, and we're doing the art of the deal, we're going to beat your living crap out of you. And if not, we're going to whine about it. Because you didn't support us beating the crap out of the other person. How dare you? We had these agreements, didn't you know that? But the other people we're beating up are saying, you already made agreements with us a long time ago. And it took careful planning, but we agreed to it. But now you're changing it? Why? Because we don't like them. It's their deal, it's not our deal. Don't you know we have an ego to feed? You must feed our ego. You will do this because we're telling you to do. Otherwise, we're going to cry about it. You got weapons. We're going to get rid of the weapons. We're going to make ourselves look shiny as gold. If the world actually saw that damn performance, I think I'm copying the regime that we voted in November 2024 and never accepted responsibility, being accountable for it, or held ourselves responsible for the whole mess we got right now. I'll keep reminding you guys of this. I'll keep reminding the world that we became the world's nightmare. Our greed, our hubris, our avarice, our racism, our hatred of others. We hid behind a fallacy, behind facades. We were not truthful. We were not honest. Our supports are made of cardboard, not sturdy, strong materials that would hold a facade and make it look real. No, we put cardboard in that damn thing and it's flip-flopping around. Disintegrating by water, disintegrating by bugs, disintegrating period. And yet we're supposed to be holding up this grandiose image. Oh, criminy, give me a frickin' break. I don't know if I could send this one over to the United Nations and have them understand this damn crap we're going through. Who am I? I am but. I don't know who the hell I'm in anymore. I know I'm supposed to be a citizen of the United States, unless, of course, the Supreme Court's already voted down anything regarding safeguards for the birthright citizenship. Still waiting for that thing to get through. I'm still waiting for the Voting Act to screw us over because already the Supreme Court and the United States have already screwed us over regarding voting. That certain people are not allowed to vote because of racism, because of gerrymandering to keep one party alive, to keep the whites in power, and to keep the anger and racism alive. Did I say anything about racism? We have elected leaders who are racist. We have elected government who's racist. We have people trying to fight racism within the government. Barely enough support in the Supreme Court for it. But we also have racist judges who support it. When they start voting against people who need to have a voice to tell others that they don't want to be gerrymandered, they want to be heard and represented accurately. But when you have one particular state legislature, let's see, Florida, shall I mention, where both chambers vote in one day without any public feedback of changing their districts around or proposing to change the districts around to make sure that one political group is in power and everyone else is screwed over, including the voters. It's bad enough when regarding war, when a war secretary goes to Congress and makes a whiny ass plea or a whiny ass complaint that the other people were about to bomb us or about to nuke us and we had to take steps. Well, were they? If it was not proven, then why the hell did we go over there and bomb the shit out of them, killed people, and then start this conflict we can't even get ourselves out of? When a war secretary goes over to Congress to be held accountable, he's like, I'm not held accountable to you, I'm held accountable to Donald Trump and to God. It's like the hell with the Constitution and everything else that the guy swore an oath to. Oh, I'm sorry, he did swear an oath. He lied his ass off, just like Trump. Just like our current supposed president of the United States. I hope the world watches this damn thing because, yeah, I'm pissed off like everybody else. Trump's posed out a picture telling Iran no more nice guy. He's depending upon artificial intelligence, if there's anything such artificial intelligence, to prove a point that he's more powerful than they are. And he's still bullying them. We have corporate media going back and forth on their opinions of each other and what's been going on. Who's the fault? Who's not at fault? Who's to blame? Who's not to blame? I have said, and this is, I don't know if it gets taken off or not, but I am doing this accusatory finger, wanderer, and 3 will point back at the person accusing. But this is pointing at a target, and everything blamed on that target, despite a point. Not realizing that the other 3 points are going right back at the accuser. So, I accuse you of something bad, and I'm doing something bad, but you can't call me on it because I said so. That's how it's working. So, United States, how are we to respond to this one? And to the world in general. I don't know how to respond to the accusations or the accusatory situations or what's going on at this point. All I know is we have engaged in rotten behavior, and now we got a war. We got a war. It's affecting people a great deal, and we had to make a long time ago reparations and apologies to a country we put atomic weapons on just to stop a war. Created something that we never thought we'd create. I don't know if I actually heard an apology from Japan apologizing for what they did in World War II when they bombed the crap out of Pearl Harbor. And if they did, good. If they didn't, well, I didn't hear it. I would have to research that. But I would not have a freak out over the damn thing either, because it's not needed at this point. Oh, great. Yeah, bug war. I got a bug! Trying to find a place to get off of a cup and run. Sometimes there are examples around us that we have to use to understand what's going on around us. Despite the fact I'm going to hear the double talk and triple talk from everybody else left and right. Or the independent media is having a connection fit all the time, screaming and yelling their heads off, putting up the banner saying, "Breaking news! Oh my God!" That's why I'm not reacting as much as I'm seeing everybody else is, or talking about it as much. All because I don't have an adequate answer for the world to answer for the insanity we voted in and caused the world to go a little bit more screwier than usual. We will see what happens tomorrow morning. I have my own situations to deal with. A senior dog. I may have another year or 2 left with her, and I have to deal with her needs. It's bad enough I gotta hear everybody else wants needs, wants money out of me, wants to celebrate this, wants that. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to be like this these days, I swear. Anyway, that being said, guys, have a good night.